The male lead is pissing me the F off. So he knows the main character loves him. The main character's leaning on him, cuddling with him, wanting to be doted upon, flirting with him, teasing him, playing with him. He knows the main character's personality has become really soft, that the main character has put his walls down. He's showing his true self. He wants to be cared for. And you know what the male lead tells himself? That he's not sure if he loves the main character, that he cares for the main character that way, if he's using the main character as a replacement. He literally questions himself about his feelings and if he's using the main character as a replacement. And I want to literally punch him. Like, the main character finds his photos and videos of his ex-boyfriend, which makes the main character more self-conscious and feels inferior to his ex-boyfriend. Because, you know, the male lead doesn't treat him the way he treated his ex-boyfriend, doesn't look at him the same way he used to look at his ex-boyfriend, and the male lead takes it from him, sends the main character out of there, watches those videos and photos, and tells himself that maybe he's been using the main character as a replacement, that he has to make sure that he's not. And I'm like, do you want to be punched? Because I'm willing to punch you, and I'm pretty sure anyone who reads this is willing to punch you. So book 1 and 2 repeatedly talked about how much younger looking the eldest brother looked like to the male lead. Like, the male lead looks like he's in his mid-20s hitting his 30s, because come on, look at him. But still, he's super young looking even compared to the youngest brother. Like, this is the eldest brother and this is the youngest brother. Like, this looks like a teenager and this looks like a mid-20-something-year-old. Like, dang, time to wipe him up. There's another reason why the male lead is such a POS, is because, like, instead of spending quality time with the main character, taking the main character on a date like they did in The Extra, you know, going to see the movies, to the arcade, trying to win a toy, instead of doing something with the main character to get on the main character's better graces, get to know the main character better, go to things the main character likes to go to, and do things the main character likes to do, instead of doing those things, he ignores the main character, lashes out at the main character, refuses to even acknowledge the main character's entire existence because he's worried that he doesn't love the main character and that he's using the main character as a replacement. So the thing he decides he needs to do to prove his feelings for the main character to himself is to ask one of his ex-boy toys to come to the house so he could fool around with that person. Yes, to fool around with them. But when he's trying to get into this guy's pants, all he can think is that the main character, he loves the main character, he wants to be with the main character. And then he goes, oh, maybe I love the main character, and he's caught. The main character catches him. And he had full intentions to stop the whole fooling around, but yeah, he gets caught by the main character runs. Because again, the main character runs. He runs more than a heroine in a Kinnporsche story. Yes, runs faster than they do. To the male lead, he knows his ex-boyfriend's back. Him and his 3 friends went to an event that was being held by their high school friends and them all getting together and visiting with each other. And his childhood friend had showed up to the event, and a childhood friend brought his eldest brother, which is the male lead's ex-boyfriend, to the event, which pisses off the male lead's 3 friends. Because they're like, yeah, no, not when this dude does things. And the childhood friend thinks the male lead was the one who effed over the relationship, and his brother is innocent because he only heard his brother's side of the story and not the male lead side of the story, and refuses to hear the male lead out on why he broke up with his ex-boyfriend. And he broke up with his ex-boyfriend because his ex-boyfriend cheated on him. So yes, he's not happy with his ex-boyfriend. And then he again sees his ex-boyfriend when his ex-boyfriend shows up to his house. Literally shows up to his house. None of his guards stop his ex-boyfriend. And his ex-boyfriend has the audacity to show up to his house, show up in front of him when he's with the main character, and act like everything is completely okay, trying to get the the male lead back. And I'm like, F off, you White Lotus bitch. F the hell off. Go away. Like, this dude is way worse than a soap opera villainess, and he gets called that repeatedly. Luckily, best character, the eldest brother, shows up and throws that bitch out of there. Like, claps for best boy. So the main character, he runs away like he always does when he has an issue with the male lead. Instead of confronting him, having a conversation with him, talking to him about how he feels now, he gonna run away. Like he does every single time. He runs to best friend 2's house, which he runs to every single time. Best friend 1 shows up to have a drinking party with them. The next day, the main character realizes his motorcycle isn't working, and this is when the cousin shows up and takes the main character out on a date. And the main character had posted about how he felt. Like, he is super heartbroken because he saw the male lead practically cheat on him. So he is literally hurt. He's feeling like one of the male lead's boy toys. He realized the eldest brother's head bodyguard was correct. Like, he is hurt, and the cousin is full on taking advantage of this. Like, that Y Lotus BOS is taking full on advantage. Like, he is literally the male lead from Scum Saving System. He's literally that dude. Takes a full advantage of it. And no surprise, the male lead finds out, and instead of being rational and calm about it, he shows up at the main character's best friend 2's house and starts physically threatening. Like, yes, he doesn't physically harm them, but he's physically threatening and verbally threatening both of them and accusing the main character of being a harlot. Like, they're trying their best to stay away from this dude. Like, the main character's hiding in best friend 2's room. Like, he's actually petrified. He's worried what's going to happen to his friend. The next door neighbor of best friend 2 shows up with the security guard, and they get the male lead out of there. But I was so terrified reading that whole scene. I was like, F off, male lead. F off. Why are you accusing him of being a harlot when you're the one who was trying to cheat on him? Like, F off. F off. Also, I am not sure now who the best friend 2 is with. I hope it's actually with his neighbor. I hope he's with the neighbor and not who I assume he's actually with, which is best friend 1 of the male leads. Please, please tell me who he is with. Who is he dating? Because I am actually terrified that he's having an affair with someone. I'm going to say this. I don't know if it's really sure. It's only the amount of fanfics I've read. But, like, neither one of his 2 friends get any acknowledgement by the fandom. Like, I read enough fanfics, and I've only seen them in, like, 1 or 2 fanfics. And it's insane because they're in all 3 novels. They're very important to the main character. They're by their main character's side. They're always helping the main character. The main character is always running to them. Like, they are seriously very important characters, and I didn't even know they barely existed. I barely knew about them until I started reading novels, and I'm like, wow, like, why doesn't the fandom not act like they exist? Like, the fandom acts like these 2 don't exist. So one of the main character's games, the eldest cousin spilled his drink on the main character, so they had to go to the dressing room so the main character can fix the spill on him, and they were in one of the stalls because the eldest cousin didn't like how other men were looking at the main character, and the male lead, who saw all of this, jealous and furious, chased after them and assumed the worst. Like, assumed the main character was fooling around with his cousin in the dressing room with other men in the dressing room. Like, he is furious. He starts accusing the main character of everything, and this is when the main character full-on has a panic attack, starts freaking out. He's literally bawling. He's literally crying. He is hysterical, which is very much understandable. If I was in his situation, I'd be way worse. He's like, wow, you're accusing me of cheating when you're sleeping around? Like, I got you with another person, but you're going to accuse me of cheating when I hadn't done anything? And this is when the eldest cousin gets into a fist fight with the male lead, and the male lead fights back. And at this point, the main character's done with the male lead. He is very pissed off. Like, he had thoughts of maybe using the eldest cousin to make the male lead jealous, but he wasn't truly going to do anything. But now he might actually do something with the eldest cousin, because at least the eldest cousin treats him well.